Hi, welcome back to Big Dapple 8, live from New York City. I am Crack, and I'm here with Div.
Hey guys,
And
it's Div here.
We're getting ready to go back to groups round 4, and it looks like we have two great teams coming at you right now.
Yeah, we absolutely do. We got VGHS and we got the classic Malibu Rising, you guys. Malibu Rising is a staple for Metro Inc. We got Rose, we got Mercy, we got Sasu, and we got Inura-chan. And fun fact, Malibu Rising regularly has Rose, Mercy, and Sherbert playing in Metro Inc. events, but Sherbert just got the flu. Sherbert, get better, girl. So Inura-chan is subbing for them at the moment, and at this point, they're just looking to have a fun time. So they finished in 7th place in the previous Big Dapples, and Sasu, everyone shout out Sasu, is the captain of Ouroboros, who are a friend of the Malibu team. And then moving on to VGHS, we got Gabe, we got The Law, we got Ren, and we got Sig Rex. And fun fact, VGHS stands for Video Game High School. Who knew?
Let's go. And for groups round 4, we have these 3 maps coming at you. We have Splat Zones on Robo Ramen, Clam Blitz on Urchin Underpass, and Tower Control on Ship Shape Cargo.
Now, I know, Crack, that Robo Ramen is the map selected for Big Dapple to run all modes on. And listen, I'm not gonna lie, when I opened up that message saying that Robo Ramen was picked, I was a little bit mad. I'm just gonna be honest, I was a little bit mad. I was a little bit mad because I wanted Marlin Airport. I don't know about you, but I wanted Marlin Airport.
So that's a hot take, but I do like Marlin in all modes. It looks like our teams are locking in, ready to go. Just real quick, the only mode I really don't like on Ramen is Tower, because it gets that weird little spot between the last couple checks where you have the enemy team able to come at you from above. And I'm not really a big fan of that. It's really hard to knock out on Ramen Tower unless you're completely overwhelming the opponent. But I think Clams and Rainmaker are all right, and Zones is one of my favorite maps in the game.
Oh yeah, I think Zones is pretty much an all-time favorite for a lot of people on Robo Ramen Zones. I do agree that I think Tower Control, especially that second checkpoint, a little bit difficult because you're clearing on the low ground, so enemy team is already opening on that high ground there. We got Gabe showing off. Show it again, Gabe. What? Oh, that is a shout out to the XP server that Gabe has made alongside with other moderators. If you guys are looking to climb the line, do go ahead over to Gabe later after this match and have a little chit chat with him if you're looking to play with plus players, high XPs. This is the guy to go to. Shout out Gabe, and shout out to everybody else grinding it out on Splatoon. But Crack, I'm excited. Malibu Rising, and we got like the core New Yorkers coming in here, like staples of Big Dapple. We got Gabe, we got The Law, we got Red, we got Malibu Rising, we got everybody. So I am absolutely excited to see these guys here. And I think we're gonna have some dually gameplay by Rose. Now, you know me. I am a dually one trick. I mean, what do you play?
I'm a brush main. I play any and all brushes and a lot of aggressive shot plays. So
you are absolutely skirmishing. You are like the person on a Clan Blitz that I will absolutely curse to hell and back.
Yes, I like to reach out and touch people when I'm playing the game. You know, I have to be up close and in your face and very aggressive.
All right, and you know what? That's okay, because sometimes that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game, and I think that's perfectly fine. Now, I want to circle back to the map list. Did you say Clan Blitz Urchin?
I did say Clan Blitz Urchin.
Okay. Thoughts, concerns?
So, it's really difficult to get through that gate. You know, as far as official callouts, there isn't an official callouts map for it, but we have a word for it that I can't say on stream.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
It's very difficult to get back there to the clan basket. Same thing with Rainmaker on Urchin, you know. So a lot of times in competitive play, you'll only see Urchin run on zones. And it's a great all frontline zones map. You can do that without a backline, but in clams, you're going to have some kind of specials to get through that gate, I think.
Right, that stabilization is super duper important. I find that Urchin Clams is more of a stabilization map. You gotta stabilize on that plat, and you gotta make sure that we're keeping our numbers up because, again, it's an all frontline map, so there's gonna be a lot of dying, so we're gonna need cooler, and we really gotta make sure that if we are running backlist, we gotta have somebody on that line, on that plat, to make sure that these guys are not gonna be bombarding through our defense when our front lines go down. So, honestly, you know, some people like it, some people don't. It's a newer map, so, you know, newer maps, I think, tend to get a little bit of hate, but that's okay. That's okay. We learn. And I think an all-around map that everyone tends to neutrally enjoy is that Tower Control Ship Shape. Any thoughts on that?
Ship Shape Tower seems to be for me, the most difficult to get past the first checkpoint. Because you can counter it from the bridge, you can counter it from court, right? So once you get past that first checkpoint, things kind of get rolling, and it's really hard to come back at that point if a team has you snowballing. So for me, like, defending that first check is really important on that map. And do you have any thoughts about it?
Ship-shaped tower, I think the general map flow of ship-shaped tower is pretty nice. However, I think what a lot of people tend to kind of roll over with a lot is, like you said, that first checkpoint. You got that great ahead of you, and it's kind of a hit or miss if you have to take it or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's all comp dependent. And honestly, with some of these weapons that we got here, I don't know. What do you think of some stampers on that first checkpoint? How do you think we're doing with that?
That's a case where I'd try to bring a splash wall, right?
Ooh, okay.
That'll hold that first check, or like a bubble, or some kind of aggressive play. But like, if you've got a pencil or a bow on the tower, you got to protect them at that first check, because there's like 4 different ways you can come at someone up there. You can come up the wall from the pit, you come up the ramp, you can come from behind. So you really got to you have your head on a swivel at that first check. And once you get past that, you kind of have the team in front of you, so it gets a little bit easier from that point. So.
Right, and let's talk about that last checkpoint before knocking out. I mean, I think all of us could agree that once you get that top right, it's kind of a GG, right? What special should we look for on that third checkpoint?
So for me, that's like booyah strikes.
Right.
You can crap for mid, but it's not going to reach that far. It just depends on what these weapon kits are bringing, really. You can play it however you want at that point, because you can get, with me as a brush player, I'm going to jump up there. I want to be up there. I don't need a special. You can use zip, though, to clear it.
Yeah, absolutely. And rest in peace, Sherbert. I mean, Sherbert's not dead. Wait, let me backtrack. Sherbert is sick with the flu, very sad. Yes, sobbing. But you know what? We're all gonna send our positive energy to Sherbert. Get well. We love you, Sherbert. Everyone here is sending all the energy to get you better. All right, and it's okay. No, I know. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay. But with that being said, I'm just super duper hype. Malibu Rising has a Clash Blaster.
Do they really?
Yes. Thoughts?
So,
I need to know thoughts.
I think it's a completely valid weapon.
Oh.
It was my first main. When I first started playing Splatoon 3, that weapon got me to S rank, not S+.
Ooh.
And then that's when I picked up Rush. So you can tell by my weapon choices, I really don't have aim, but it is what it is, right? So I play the Clash as a shooter. I really like the kit. The Splat Bomb Zuka kit is amazing. It makes up for the main weapon's weaknesses.
No, yeah, for sure. I agree with you. Back in the ye old days of me being a casual player before joining comp, I was a roller, YouTuber, Clash player. I did it all. And it was on sticks, too. Have you ever played on sticks controls?
Absolutely
or were you
not.
Okay.
No.
All right, okay. No, that's fine. I was just wondering. No, it's all right.
How do people do that? Like, and I see people that play sticks only online, and I mean, I can't tell the difference when I'm watching them, right?
Right.
So like, it's something that you really have to adjust to and practice with, and for me, it just never worked that way.
Listen, I don't mean to flex or anything, but like I would play 96 with sticks, and I would get these picks. I get these kills. I think honestly, the sticks versus motion debacle argument, I think it just comes down to preference. Listen, if you can body me on sticks, that's perfectly fine. If you can body me on motion, that's perfectly fine. I think it's all down to preference, and honestly, again, it's all within the skill. It's all within the skill. It's also the idea of the introduction to shooters. I never played a shooter game up until Splatoon, so I was like, let me just do the easiest thing, and then once I was like, wait, my aim could be a lot more versatile. When I switched to motion, oh my god, I was like getting so sick. I was getting motion sickness.
Yeah,
my head was spinning. I was like, what am I looking at?
When I first picked up Splatoon, my only experience with shooters have been like Counter-Strike, some Call of Duty, stuff like that. So when I started playing Splatoon, the motion controls was disorienting, gave me motion sickness, but now I couldn't imagine playing it without motion controls. I think that's one of the strengths that the game has that a lot of us are huge fans of, is like, you can turn around instantly if you need to without using your sticks.
Absolutely. And speaking of, listen, we're seeing Splatoon coming up as a more predominant field in the esports, just the esports industry. Industry, is that the word? I don't think it's the word.
Scene.
Scene. Oh my God, thank you so much. And that is super hyped to see, because listen, I remember the days where we were just kind of a small community playing online. Battlefy, y'all remember Battlefy?
Unfortunately.
Oh, I'm crying. Start GG, y'all like Start GG?
Start GG.
Am I booing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay.
It is okay. It is
But
okay. We're getting
now we got
mixed results from the crowd here.
We got Sendu Dading. We have our own community, and we're building. We are building up, y'all. We should be happy. Let's give a round of applause of how far we've come. Come on, give a round of applause. Come on. We have come so far as a community, and we will continue to grow, y'all. This is honestly a hype moment, and everyone being at Big Dapple. We got people coming from all over. We got Michigan. We got North Carolina. We got people coming from all over Canada. Y'all.
Canada.
We are bringing people together, and I'm so hyped. As you can tell, my voice is a little bit under the weather. You might be hearing some ASMR comms towards the end of my session, but that's okay. That's okay, because we are here for these hype moments.
Looks like we're getting ready to go.
And it looks like I'm
hearing sounds like people are locking
I'm hearing
in,
sounds. I'm hearing sounds, but looks like we're getting ready. We are starting off. What's the map again?
It's going to be Robo Ramen Zones. And okay, we are still missing a player.
Okay,
so
that's okay.
We got a moment here. I did want to say I did come from Texas.
Oh.
I want to shout out to H-Town Splashdown. That is my local land. We get down there too.
Oh.
And I do want to send a shout out to my people from Day Old Sushi. We are an adult community of Splatoon players, all over the age of 25, and there's like 10 or 12 of us here today. Those are my people out there.
Yeah. Oh my God. H-Town. Oh my. How is that? Where is that located? Where's the land located?
Houston, Texas. So
okay.
I live a few hours away from there. I drive up there, stay with a friend of mine. A lot of times people from Arizona come down. Some of the TZS players show up. It gets real sweaty out there. So they run a top and bottom bracket after groups.
Ooh, super duper fun. I mean, listen, super cool. How was the flight? Oh my God.
Coming up here, it was pretty easy.
Okay,
We've been here
good.
since Wednesday. My wife and I just came out to enjoy the city while we were here. We were looking for an excuse to come visit New York. So.
Oh, this is the perfect. You
guys are awesome.
Excuse. Absolutely. So talk to a little bit more about the land. What do we kind of get? What players do you see?
Oh, Pepe from TZS comes out a lot, but they're in Arizona. They have a LAN out there, Sunset Surge, and we get like, I don't know if any of you know Tormy, the brush player, Dio from Yellow Jackets. He's the head TO down there. We got a lot of people down in Houston. Pika Dave, always there. Hard to go against. That was rough.
Yep. Oh, there. Oh, Gabe. Gabe is showing off that card.
That flex,
that
Big Dapple
8 champion. Gabe, where'd you get that? Gabe, where did you get that? Gabe, where'd you get that?
Hope they earned it.
These, wait, I'm getting word. Wait, hold on. I remember these cards. These cards will be going out to first, second, and third place winners of Big Dapple going down tonight. So y'all make sure you don't leave after your pools. All right, make sure y'all come back because these will be handed out to the winners, first, second, and third. Look at those table turf cards. They're so beautiful. Yep. Gabe, spread them. Spread them, Gabe. Gabe, spread them. Gabe. Okay. And Gabe,
I
really don't know what's going on here, Gabe. Like, we really gotta matter of fact, when I'm done commenting here, I'm about to step down from this stage and come talk to you real quick because this is, yeah, Gabe, spread them.
Personal
yeah,
touch.
like Pokemon cards. Yeah, kill him. Ooh, pose, Gabe. You know what? Good enough, Gabe. You know what? That's good enough. All right. But y'all, this is it. We just waited on that last member. Where's your fourth type deal? All right. So I'm looking through this and I'm seeing some comps. One thing to keep in mind, and I want to ask you this, is that Ren. Now I know Ren on VGHS is a pretty aggro pen. Now what are your thoughts on aggro pencils?
So I have feelings about aggressive backline play.
Oh, okay.
One of my buddies, Andy, plays a really aggressive splat lane, really aggressive, and the same thing can be done with pen. You just especially on ramen zones, as a brush player, if we take the elbow, I want my pencil there.
Right.
A lot of times you'll see pencils hang out in their own elbow or cover from the left side, but I want you up there so we can lock them out, especially on some other maps. What is it?
Which one?
The underground one.
Undertow Spillway?
Yeah, Undertow.
Yep.
So I'll give you a jump to their glass.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll get up there and I'll provide a jump to get you over there because once you get your back line up there, it's GG's no matter what mode it is.
That is true. It is.
Except tower.
Well, yeah, I will say that, yeah.
Well, we do that with our Hydra, our Pen, on my comp team. You know, we try to get our backliners positioned aggressively.
Right, because once that backline is positioned aggressively, you can play even more aggressive. And listen, if you die, you're jumping to an aggressive spot, and if something ever happens, you can just mellow out, lay low, while putting that pretty aggressive pressure still. So even though you may be the 1 down situation, the 2 down situation, you could still possibly flip it to an advantage situation here. So honestly, it's all rounds here. Looks like we're still waiting for that one person.
Yeah, it seems like they're all in place. They're just maybe having an issue getting connected there. No worries.
You know, things happen. Things happen. It's not a big deal. It is all good here. But I want to rotate back to Clam's Urchin there. What are some comps that you think we'll see from Clam's Urchin?
I don't know if I'd run a Pen on Clams at Urchin.
Why not?
It seems like it's more of a map setup for a splatling, like the edit. You know, I think that you can move a little faster, you can reposition a little quicker, and that map tends to move very fast with like the undulating, sweeping curves of the ground shape, kind of like humpback. You know, your frontliners are able to move around the map very quickly, and I think a Pen might face some difficulties there. That doesn't mean we won't see it, but if it was my comp we were running, I wouldn't bring a Pen.
Right. Would you say maybe even a Zap, go anchorless? Would you think that's even a better call?
That's my attitude on those kinds of maps. It's like I'm always ready to go without an anchor, or you run a frontline anchor type of setup. You know, like have your Zap play a little more for survival, that type of thing. You know, you're looking at, this is a very aggressive weapon pool that we have here for VGHS. You got Decav, Stamper, Wiper, Dread, Shot. You know, you run any combination of those 3 frontline weapons, you're going to have a very aggressive look. And
Absolutely. What do you think the counter would be? How do you counter those types of aggressive weapons?
So that kind of thing is where I have difficulties with strategizing in this game. You want to look at slowing down that comp, right? And so to do that, you want to outrange them, keep paint up. A lot of frontline weapons have trouble moving. Okay, we are ready to go here.
Yeah, let's see here, you guys.
Let's see what they got.
We hear the sounds going. We're about to get hype. I'm excited. It's the staples of Metro Inc., you guys. It's Malibu Rising. We got the staples here, and I'm just, again, super duper excited. Very happy to be here. Very happy to have you guys here. So I'm ready. I am ready, Freddy. Shout out for now.
So let's see what these teams feel like they need to bring the zones ramen. We could sit here and speculate all day long, but we're about to find out.
Listen, I love speculations. Hey, maybe we'll see the Twinkles dually. Rose, do you hear me out there? Okay.
I don't think they hear you.
Listen, the Twinkles doolies.
That's the bubble, right?
Yeah, that's the bubble.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Really?
Because as a brush, I have to get inside your bubble. You know, that's the only option I have, or just don't engage. And I don't play that way.
So would you say that HP, or like kind of like those type of things, like bubbles, walls, would really slow down a rushdown comp?
I think so, and like, you know, like if you have a tent available, those kinds of things, anything that can hit you from range, like maybe not so much a Hydra because it's slow, but I think that heavy might work against that pretty well, or the edit.
What do you think sloshing machine into kind of like that HP comp? Put a sloshing machine into that HP comp. Does it kind of get left behind?
All right, we're live.
Well, doesn't matter because we are about to get into the match.
Let's go.
Let's go, everybody. Let's get hyped because we are about to roll out our first match. Malibu Rising versus VGHS.
We have Malibu Rising in yellow and VGHS in purple.
We got the dualies. Ready? Go! Here we go. We got the dualies from Gabe. Really, really big surprise that we got the Red Ringer from Rose. I know Rose is a dually player, but opting to go for the slosher here. Right now, Zone goes to the control of VGHS. We have Gabe going into this little pit area here, trying to get a pick, but not able to get one. Blob goes down on the side of Malibu Rising, and now it's just stabilizing from here, Crack.
Yeah, and we look like Malibu Rising looking for a way back in here. I like the idea to bring a blob here because you're going to get those bubbles rolling across the whole map.
Absolutely. Here we got Mercy trying to make a play with that Junior Ghost down and punished. We have that slider getting one. It's going to be looking like Rose going down. Zone does flip back to the side of VGHS here. Blob goes down here. Malibu Rising just needs to focus on getting their ground. on that elbow, slow down.
Gabe's trying to get this crab set up right here.
Absolutely manages. Oh, that guy
Playing
is
for survival
very
too.
weak. Absolutely. Then we got Gabe just sharking here, just trying to get this elbow, this block, struggling to get Gabe out, but Gabe
goes
goes down there. Zone is now on the side of Malibu Rising. Crack, what's the next step here?
So here I'm looking to take their elbow, but you've got to get that pencil out, and you've got to prevent the other team from getting those drinks, so you're going to keep being at a disadvantage here. And as you see, the zone's about to go back to VGHS.
Absolutely, we got that slider going to the elbow. Law managing to get one. We got Storm online for Malibu Rising. Zone goes back to VGHS as control.
And I like that play with the reef slider into the elbow instead of using his cap the zone, because that gives you room for your team to come up behind you and cap the zone while you're causing problems in front of them.
Absolutely. We got Cigarette trying to go for a pick, but goes down. But it's 2 down for Malibu Rising right now. What does Malibu Rising have to focus on, Crack?
So here it's really difficult on this map. It's easy to get locked out, but you want to focus on all 4 of your players being up and looking for some specials to come back in. They do have a reef slider, they get a pick, and this is where you kind of move now. There's 2 down on the opposing team. You're going to want that slider to cap zone. But as my friend Soak likes to say, the second mouse gets the cheese.
We got that slide duo going down, but the Law manages to live. Now going back to the zone, we got Sasu trying to pin it on that zone. There's Storm also on that zone.
Yeah, they have that rain out. That's going to help them with the passive ink on the zone, but it looks like VGHS is still counting. Here goes their drinks from Malibu Rising.
We got that slide online for VGHS, looking like they want to put that in that elbow.
Holding a crab too.
Absolutely.
Crab's out.
There's
Crab's
that
out.
slider.
Slider.
And manages to not get anyone on that elbow, but still has that zone. It's not looking too good for Malibu Rising right now. Rose just on that bottom right, goes down to Gabe. Gabe, not so close to Crab, but manages to, almost get a pick on that elbow. What does it look like right now, Crack?
So Malibu Rising going to have to make a move here. They're down to 17 ticks left. If they can cap right here, they'll get a good penalty against VGHS. But they go down on the attempt. Ren just holding that space with the pencil, just really aggressive positioning, and it's really hard to move against that on this map if you don't have anything to move them. Absolutely.
It's 5 seconds left, and Malibu Rising has to get the zone, but they don't! Giving the first game to VGHS. Now, Crack, we saw the comps, we saw the rollout. I was surprised. Gabe, Dooley player? I didn't know that. All right, okay,
so
that's
what
surprising.
What I saw with the Dooley play was like immediately on rollout, Gabe is right there in the opposing, on their glass by their elbow, already ready to go. You know, so like, that's one of those things that can give you an early advantage in competitive Splatoon is like, how quickly can you get to mid and hold it? And so Gabe was already there waiting when they were rolling out of their elbow.
Absolutely. And what do you think of kind of the composition that was run against VGHS? We got that slider, we got the dread, we got the edit, we had the junior, and what else was there?
For VGHS?
For Malibu Rising. But either way, what?
They had a dread, junior, edit. Did they have dualies too?
I don't think so. But I think moving on to this next map here, what do you think the comp switch is?
So I wouldn't be surprised to see the junior stick around, but you've got to bring something with an area of effect. Oh, they had a blob.
Blob, that was it.
So that kind of thing with that rain can help clear tower, but I'm not sure we'd see a blob in tower control. But it is Clam's Urchin next. It is best of 3, not play all 3. So if you're playing to stay alive here, Clam's Urchin, I'd play aggressive. That's what I would do, all front lines.
Right. So what do you think the counter comp is for Malibu Rising? Do you think they switch from maybe like a Dooley's, or do you think they switch to a Clash? There is a Clash Blaster online for them. We do see the Clash. We do see some Clash. Okay.
I mean, I'd love to see some Clash gaming. I would. But I think that you've got to stop those dualies. That was very aggressive with the dualies play. They were comboing the crab and the slider real well. So that you've got to do something to stop that.
So let's definitely take that dualies into effect. What does that dually do for the rest of the weapons on VGHS?
Well, we're about to find out.
We are absolutely about to find out. It's Clam's Urchin, everybody.
My best counter for dualies is Octobrush, honestly. But I don't think we're going to see that here right now.
Yeah, you know
Maybe
what?
later when I'm
I
playing.
am definitely not a big fan of Octobrush, but let's see. We got the try.
Okay, here goes the Clash Blaster.
We got the twinkles. Gabrella. Gabe. What? Huh? All right, everybody. We got Gabe on the umbrella. Now, Gabe, it says Stamper on this paper. You lied to me. You lied to me, Gabe.
Hey, sometimes you feel frisky, right?
absolutely. So here we go, opening out on
And see-
that mid. Go ahead.
VGHS brings the pen, right? But if you look, Malibu Rising did come with the all frontline comp. So they have the Tri-Slosh Nouveau for the drinks on Malibu Rising, and then they have the Clash, Dualies, and Junior Paint.
Absolutely. You see the shooters panning out, bumping that flat immediately, which actually stops VGHS from pushing. Beautiful pick by Mercy here. Now we are just trying to get, again, this is what I'm talking about, we were talking about earlier, just trying to get that stabilization to that, oh, that body team in right there. Dapple trying to go in for the flat, gets punished, 2 down. Listen, Craig, it's a trade-on-trade battle right now.
See, and what you're going to see is that the Tri Nouveau isn't going to put out the same kind of drinks that the pen is.
Right.
So you want to take advantage of them when you do have it, right? And then the counterplay to that is to try to take that pen down as often as possible, either before they get the drinks out or to make them use those quick respawns. Right?
Absolutely. You see Red absolutely being pushed by Malibu Rising here. Not really getting some strong side lines. I lied. Absolutely owned. I apologize. Red getting a pick here. We got
3
now
down.
3 down.
And it looks like none of them had drinks either, which is unfortunate.
Absolutely. So it's a very, very slow roll up for the side of Malibu Rising right now. We got a bubble from Gabe. Looking to put that near the basket as Malibu Rising opens on high ground. We got bombs online for Malibu Rising. 3 specials up for VGHS. Let's see what they will try to do with these specials.
Seems like they're doing some math here to try to get a couple of clan balls together before they try to push. But like, as I said, it's really hard to get through this fence area. And so you got Gabe pushing behind with Umbrella, and Malibu Rising's 2 down. They're back up. They're 2 down again. Clash holding Azuka goes down. So here goes VGHS scoring.
Absolutely. Hey, look there. We got Gabe taking that off angle with Umbrella, which is super duper
Very aggressive bubble,
critical.
too.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely, and it makes sense because Gabe has that shield, right? So that shield absolutely does damage. It's something that you really have to look at. You do have a Zuka from Sabre, but manages to jump out. Very good option because it looks like the basket will be closing, and now Malibu Rising has to push out with that flat, but that pencil is on that flat. We got Zuka online for Malibu Rising. Let's see what they will do here because they really have to push out. 159, I mean, it's doable, but on Urchin, is it really doable?
Right, so that's the thing about Urchin is you're going to have to get these sustained clamp pushes here, and I really did like the way that VGHS, they did get Malibu 3 down. They really took their time pushing up and made sure they were set up before they tried to push. This isn't a map where you can just rush to the basket. So let's see what Malibu Rising can do here to defend their basket and maybe get a counter push going.
Absolutely, we got 1 down going on the side of Malibu Rising right now. Red is just poking, getting that cooler out. This is VGS's call to do something. Aggro here. We got Rose camping this cooler, getting Red weak gets the big slider is out. Doesn't manage to get Rose. Now the law is stuck in this corner. Jumping out. Very good option there. Junior goes down. It really is just a trade on trade. Malibu Rising struggling to stabilize, but as soon as they say that, 2 go down, it is again a neutral battle here as Malibu Rising gets that flag.
So they get the drinks out with the Tri-Slosh. You're going to try to take mid back here. You really have to move up and take some space against a comp like this and try to make that pencil move around a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, listen here. Bombs is your best friend on Urchin here because it's so confined, it's so tight, and it's just walled off. We got Red trying to look for a pick here. We get one here. Taps the cooler. Bub is up, but still plays in it, disrespecting it. We got jumps, we got bombs, guys. 3 down. This is Malibu Rising's chance to move up. As
Yes, you have to take space here.
Alone
Absolutely.
in mid here. Jumps out, and Malibu Rising now has VGH's flat. Could they get something started?
You want to have some patience here, try to get another pick or 2 and then move in, right?
Absolutely.
Wait for your drinks.
Absolutely. We got a double twisty comp here too as well, so this could be the push here for Malibu Rising. 1 goes down here. We got Rose with the bubble. The other goes down. We got Cooler up. It's just trade after trade. Gabe.
And Gabe working with the umbrella. Look at that.
Gabe putting in overtime. With that bubble goes down, but manages to push Malibu Rising out of the flat, securing the pick and getting that mid control. Stopping the push for Malibu Rising with 30 seconds left on that clock.
And it looks like Malibu Rising is set up to get overtime, but you're going to have to push really hard because your time's very limited once it goes to overtime.
Absolutely. We're seeing Malibu Rising just trying to toss these bombs here. Looks like the VGHS is just playing the safe ground here. Playing for those for Malibu Rising to walk into them. 2 go down on the side of Malibu Rising. 18 seconds left. Game goes down here. 2 go down. Malibu Rising's chance is now. Sasu walks up.
Gets another pick there. 3 down.
Malibu Rising has an opportunity here as the balls dissipate for VGHS. This could be Malibu Rising's chance, especially with a bubble online. Red looking for a pick. Bub is popped on that choke point. Put away to Cooler right now.
There you go. Ren goes down.
That pencil goes down. Sigrid's trying to get something started here. 2 go down. Cooler is up. It's just thrown.
Oh, no.
And it's the wipeout. VGHS taking control of their plat. It may not be enough time, but this could be the game for VGHS.
Great set, though.
Beautiful set. I was on the edge of my seat for Malibu Rising. That is a 2-0 for VGHS against Malibu Rising. Beautiful games, beautiful games.
And one thing that I'll say all the time is like the difference between winning and losing a game or a set or whatever in this game is like it's very narrow. You know, like it's a really competitive game in the sense that, you know, we see these teams seeded a certain way, or, you know, this team is Div 5, this team is Div 7 or whatever, but like the margin of victory is always very narrow, and that game really could have gone either way. Well done to both teams.
Absolutely. You know, if we could actually get one of the members of VGHS to come up here for an interview, preferably Gabe, because we got some
go
things
get
to talk
Gabe.
about.
Let's get Gabe.
Can we get Gabe? Can we get Gabe? All right. So hopefully we get somebody to come up from VGHS to do a little interview. Hopefully it's Gabe, because I got some things to ask. Like, Gabe plays dualies and umbrellas?
Yeah, where did the umbrella come from?
Yeah, I did not know Gabe.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I just want to know. Just want to know. But congratulations to VGHS. Malibu Rising did super duper well too, especially on a short notice with Sherbert. Again, feel better, Sherbert. But listen,
Very close games.
Very close games. That Urchin Zone, again, and that's the beauty, I think, of Splatoon. It can go either way. It can flip-flop super duper fast. It's just how you use your specials, how you dissipate it, and how you kind of make it your own, you know, to get that advantage.
And I think what made the difference in that Clams match was the, well, here we go. We can talk to Gabe.
Yeah, well, let's talk to Gabe here. Hello, Gabe. I have some things to ask.
Hello. Yes.
So, what happened to the stamper?
To what?
To the stamper.
I am turning 25. I am too old to play Stamper.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, I cannot
So
keep
it's a
up.
child's weapon?
I
Is that
cannot
what you're
keep
saying?
up. I cannot keep up.
Hot takes right here live.
Okay.
I don't have enough time in the day to main Stamper
Oh,
and keep it up.
you're worried about your health.
You know what? That's about. I think that's valid.
Yeah, I hear
think
that.
that's
Repetitive
valid.
stress injuries.
So, what are the weapons now that you're considering? You saw the dualies, you saw the umbrella. What else are you considering, or is that it?
I really want to push Recycle. It's really fun.
Oh.
I'll probably still maybe push Mint. Mint is just really top 3 weapons.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay.
Probably still play Mint.
All right. You know what? That's fair. So, talk to us about that Urchin game. You got that slider, you got that bubble. Pencil. Why pencil?
Comfort pick.
See, I wouldn't have expected to see the pencil there. We were just talking about that before the set. You know, like that's not really a pencil map.
Yeah, it's not really favored towards pencil, but Ren just has a preference of just playing pencils. I was like, yeah, that works. Like just
And it worked.
yeah.
Hey, one thing, Gabe, I really did notice when you guys got that push, which ended up being the push that won you the game, right? I think it was just one push.
Yeah.
And so you guys got them down, but you guys displayed excellent patience. You guys were very patient to take mid, get your specials up, and get coordinated and do some math before you moved in.
Yeah, Clams is very tough, especially on Urchin, to just push the basket. A lot of times it felt like unless we get either a full wipe or we get set up with our specials to force them further back, we can't take that space really freely.
Absolutely.
At all.
I want to ask. Go ahead. Were you
No,
saying
no,
something?
yeah.
I was going to ask. V dualies on a Robo Ramen.
Yes.
Why?
Crab strong. I enjoy like dualies a lot, and just being able to just pop Crab and just keep hitting their ramp, which is really strong and just really powerful. I think like at some point I got 2, and I was like, ooh, yay, Crab. And
Right.
it just happened to work out because their comp is very paint special, very paint heavy. So I was not going to be able to run into them and not just die 30 times. So I was like, I'll play for Crab and just pop Crab.
That's the strength of a blob, right? Is it's a very defensive weapon. It's hard to push or rush down. So like I think that the crab was a good play there. I really noticed you guys playing together really well off the slider and the crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Law would calm, just I'm going to slide her. I'm like, I got Crab. He's like, okay. And then we just
Okay.
combo damage.
Right. So in terms of drawing aggro with V dualies,
Yeah.
what is your preference on it? Do you like drawing aggro with V dualies? Do you feel comfortable with it? How do you feel?
I like drawing aggro, yeah, like just mainly running around, just trying to play different sides of the maps that most people don't think of, and either go behind my opponent, catch them off guard, or like just make them turn far away enough that they're not paying attention to the objective.
Okay, that's
What
fair.
was your, on Ramen, that reminds me of the rollout strategy. You were up very quickly in their elbow. I saw that. You were on the
Yeah.
opposite side of their glass. Like, are you rolling out left there, or what's your plan there?
Yeah, so I took Snipe, I think it's called, the little like perch area that you can like look into mid, drop roll into mid, and then just kind of like take their glass, and hopefully like if one of them were to walk into mid, just like shoot them from behind or make them cautious of there's a person here, we can't fully walk up for free.
And that makes a big difference opening in zones too. Like you're automatically putting them in a defensive position by taking that aggressive of a stance.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask you because I play Dooley, so now I'm gonna ask you. So what do you believe Dooley's weakness is?
Weaknesses?
More than one.
Honestly, I would have to say like from time to time it is just a struggle to just fight very long range opponents that can just like keep you out like an S-Blast that can just keep shooting in a general direction. So sometimes it's hard, especially with only 2 dodge rolls, to get into a spot where you can essentially dive the opponent before they can shoot you 2 times or like first. So trying to keep like attention there where like I wasn't getting shot at the blob or like the edit just doesn't immediately mow me down as I'm trying to like rotate into like a close enough spot.
Right.
Yeah, the edits DPS is so restricting, when you're frontline trying to move around, and I struggle against S-Blast too. I think a lot of us do.
Oh.
Absolutely. But with that, thank you, Gabe, for being on the set with us and for interviewing.
Get a round for Gabe.
Let's give a round for Gabe. Thank you. And give a round for VGHS.